Hello viewers, I welcome you to another episode and tutorial on Hillforce Leathercraft. In this video, we are going to learn specifically on how to make a flip-flop slide. So we're going to start immediately. First of all, you can see I have masked my lap. So I'm going to always remember to draw your center line, which is very, very necessary and important. You can see my center line is ready. Then I'm going to see the pattern we are drawing here, this pattern. So I'm going to leave. So because I want, you can see the pattern is curvy around this area, so I need to reduce the gap at the cone side. Because if I start from somewhere here, if I give ½ inch as the gap from here to here, I won't get the curve. So I'm going to leave about 1 inch gap. So this is the 1 inch. You can see this is where the 1 inch is. And then here's my 3½ inch from the back. Here I'm going to start making the drawing now. So now I've gotten the first line. Now I'm going to decide the width of this stripe. I'm going to decide, I'm not just going to draw it anyhow offhand. So I want to use 1½. I want to use 1½ inch for the width. So this is the 1½. This is the 1½. So now I'm going to start the front side of the curve. Here is the 1½ inch. There's the 1½ inch, so it has to curve. You have to use your imagination. You see the pattern is almost ready. Let me make it a little clearer to you. You can see now that this pattern here is almost ready. I'm going to cut it out, then develop this side and use here to get the other side. You can see I have cut it out. Now I'm going to place it on the cardboard. You can see. So now I'm going to extend it. I'm going to add about, for the last thing, let me add because I'm also going to use this pattern for size 45, so it is very advisable that I add a lot of more materials here, because it is better the pattern is longer than it is shorter, like I always tell you, to avoid after crafting that pattern, then when you are about to last it, you have shortage, it becomes waste. So I'm going to add extra 3-inch. I'm going to add extra 3-inch. So I'm going to extend it. Then I'm going to measure the 1.5 inch I used initially to make sure it is straight. You can see now. Then for the toe, I'm not going to attach anything here in order to make my toe stripe that will go in at the center of the insole. So I'm going to extend this line a little bit. Let me get the extra stripe that will go in. You see where I placed the tip of my tape here? Then I will check behind. I'm going to add extra 3-inch. I'm going to add extra 3-inch. From here, I'm going to add extra 3-inch. Okay. Here we go. Then I'm going to take this down. You can actually use your ruler for this. But here is not that kind. It's not that a straight line anyway. But you can use your ruler, then use your initiative to make sure it's right. So I'm going to cut this now. Now I'm going to fold it from the line. If you find out that this line is not straight, you can easily straighten up the line. You consider here and here. As you just bring the vamp. You don't need to cut it like you do in shoe pattern. In shoe pattern you need to cut from the vamp point to spring it, but this time you just consider here and the tip here. Below the straight line. So I'm going to fold this and that line. So I'm going to staple it so that the pattern won't move or shift when I'm trying to cut it. Understand? So this circle is trying to show itself. Sorry about this. And sometimes most of these things begins to misbehave. Okay, finally we are done with that. So I'm going to start cutting this. I can add a little, can make a little addition here to make the toe stripe a little bit durable. So I'm gonna add a little bit right there, so that it won't be too tiny. Now I'm going to remove the pins. You can see the pattern is ready. So the pattern is now complete. You can see it. You can see. So that is in that. So I believe you have learned something from this video. If you have not subscribed, push the subscribe button and also push the notification bell if you have not, because I believe you wouldn't like to miss any of our videos. Continue to learn. Thank you, and see you next time.